back to Morrowind, episode 17. Last time we did the dungeon for Hasfat and Tubelis. We got some Dwemer loots and I forgot to sell off one sword. Let's do that real quick. There we go. So now I guess we should return to Hasfat and see what kind of stuff he has to say about what we found in Arkenthang last time. Should be a quick trip to Balmora. Oh, I clicked Old Rune instead. Let's go to Balmora. Here we are.
How fare thee, friend?
And what do you have to say for yourself, Hasfat? I guess he doesn't really care about what I did in Arkenthang. He can say about Nchuleftingth. I encourage you to visit Selindas Casidus. Make sure you bring the letter of introduction I gave you. He didn't give me that. I think this is actually a glitch, because he can give me the same quest that we started at the Dwemer, and then the introduction to the quest is that we bring a letter of introduction. Now he's gonna say that because the quest is started, even though a Dwemer's version of the quest is that we need to get an excavation report to her. Anyway, we should probably do some leveling. Strength 1, so I'll need 9 levels of strength this time.
What is it?
And I also want to train Armorer, because we are going to start repairing our own stuff pretty soon. Also, a lot of the stuff that we find is broken. Is that 8? Didn't really count. 9? 10? No, 9 strength. One more. 10. Also lets him repair our stuff. And
so what's this about?
I guess we can bring some more journeyman's hammers and a couple of these fatigue potions. Potions, I mean. There we are. As for the rest of the level, I was thinking doing some more willpower, as it's so near.
You seem quite intriguing. Please share your thoughts.
You can train me in destruction. Five, 6. How much did we have to go? We need 3 more willpower, and there's 3 more points until we level. So you have to do something important.
Welcome,
then.
friend.
Let's train mysticism, as that's one of our major skills. That should be absolutely perfect. And I got stuck on that plant in the center of the room again. 5 in strength and 5 in willpower. And 1 point of luck. Resolve to continue pushing yourself. Perhaps there's more to you than you thought. Alright, we should be leveled, ready to head out now. Where is Nchuleftingth? I think we forgot to ask Edwina where the dungeon is. So let's travel by Old Rune as well before we head out then. We didn't pick up that many mats, so I guess we'll just do a quick transfer of these mats. No jazz this time. And done. Now with Dwemer. Where is Nchuleftingth? You can get there by going around the mountains. There's around, blah blah blah. Or you can start in Molag Amur and head towards Mount Kand. Now Molag Amur should be the easiest route there, I think. Because Molag Amur, even though we don't have it on our map, it's around here somewhere. There's a temple there. And from the western side, the western side of Morrowind, there's temples everywhere, but on the eastern side there's almost none. So from Sadric Morra, we can on-sieve it directly to Molag Amur. And there's a mage guild in Sadric Morra. Travel, Sadric Morra, and on-sieve. Here we are, Molag Amur. Now this place is, it's like one of those temple canton buildings from Vivek, but just a single one placed out in the wilderness, and it serves sort of like a rest stop for pilgrims heading up to Mount Count. So there should be a spell seller here. We can see if there's some spells we need. You spell seller? No, just a pilgrim. You? Yeah. Cure poison. Cure common disease and blight disease. Even though these spells are on touch, so they're on others, it's a lot cheaper to buy the spells this way. You can see cure blight on self costs 1,000 gold. Rip off. Can make a cheaper one myself as soon as I have the effect. So let's head out then. So Nchuleftingth is this, right? Yes. So Mount Count, the pilgrimage site, is up here. So let's try to avoid most of the mountain. Let's do a quick save. So you can get here by Siltstrider, and I believe there's a boat service as well. As it is a pilgrimage site, they have a lot of traffic. And then people go up on the mountain and try to die. There's a lot of people and dogs here. Are you pilgrims? Are you friendly? Traveler. Oh my, he's hitting quite hard. Fight my beast. We're failing to cast heal as well because of our low fatigue. So I guess we'll just rest then. Got a bit dark. We have night eye. That's unusual. What do you mean a running high elf casting night eye? He seemed passive. No, he wasn't passive. Can we get up this hill? Yes, we can. Let's hope that guy is passive. Nope. Now here's the spot. Now these are old Dark Elf strongholds. Usually quite high level enemies inside them. So I'll just walk next to it to tag it on my map. So This one's called Telacero. Alright, we'll stay away from it for now. Just work a bit on our acrobatics. The ambience in this location is really giving me the creeps with all the howling winds and so on. Some sort of crab shell. Here it is. We found it. Combat music. Something is after me. Is it that thing? That thing looks stuck. No, it's flying away from me. Can't rest because of enemies. Let's try to rest on the inside then. Ah, here he is. Sanilius and his stuck-up daughter.
You want something?
If you must talk about this boring excavation business, you should talk to my father Sanilius. Yeah, she'd rather be on vacation rather than spending her summer with her dad.
If I can be of any assistance, I'll be happy to help.
Oh, did Dwemer send you? I'm afraid I don't have an excavation report for her. Tell Dwemer everything is fine, we just had a few setbacks. Our native guide, Anis Vendu, is missing. He was taking notes for our next excavation report, and he must have taken it with him when it disappeared. Somehow he must have gotten into the lower levels. Would you try and find him? Yeah, I'll see if I can get into the lower levels. I bet you probably picked clean all of the rooms. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Now, the test of pattern. Some machinery and... I think I remember this. So there are 3 dwarven cranks, and there are 3 closed passageways, and no clues. So I guess we'll just try them all then. Have my heal ready in case there's a trap, which there was. And heal. How about you then? Oh, another trap. And heal. And you? You worked. Let's do a quick save. Oh. Gotcha. Nothing more here. That must be that Vendu guy. Not a lot of enemies in here. Let's see. More glass. Some scrap metal. Scrap metal. Scrap metal. Frost salts. And ash salts. Guess we can pick up some of these Dwemer dining stuffs. And a pitcher. Well, I guess that was the loot for this dungeon then. And he has Seneless Report and a book. Hanging Gardens of Wasten Corridale. This book was apparently written in Dwemer and translated to Aldmeris, written in Dwarven and translated to High Elf language. Only fragments of the Aldmeris is readable, but it may be enough for a scholar of Aldmeris to translate fragments of other Dwemer books, which is really awesome. That's going to help us a lot in our quest to figure out what's happened to the dwarves. Guide Aldmer Estriel led with foot flames for the town centre, where it lay dead one... Okay, I'm not really understanding much of this. Why they did not use solid sound to teach escape from the earth bones. So solid sound, that's like dwarven engineering, to teach escape from the earth bones, the laws of physics. Because the greatest worksmiths at the Dwemer were called tonal architects, so they used sound to break the laws of physics, to do magic. Frozen flames doesn't really tell me anything. And no, we've heard that other people called it blasphemy, so cleanses the essence of the strange and terrible ways of defying our ancestors' transcendent rules. Yeah. The translation ends with the comment in Dwemer in a different hand, which you can translate. Put down your ardent cotton globes until your Aldmeris has the correct words, but they cannot be properly misinterpreted. Very well, I think that was the greatest discovery in here. Now, let's check out the report. Found little new, unexplored depths, dwarven machinery. At Win, I'm sure a great discovery lies somewhere below. If only the secret of Pass Wall were not lost nearly a generation ago. Yeah, he can't get through the test of patent. He's afraid to die because he doesn't know how to heal, and he wants to walk through the walls instead. There is some good news. I have also discovered that Nchuleftingth you were looking for. Apparently, Nchuleftingth is the proper name for the large Dwemer ruin south of Dagon Fell. Be careful not to confuse them with Nchundark. That's kind of interesting. New dungeon. The last of the Dwemer Centurion spiders in the upper levels were finally disabled and dismantled for study. Oh, this is good. I also heard a strange story about the Centurion spider that we captured and sent back to Cyrodiil. The ship's captain I hired wrote to me with an odd story. He said that the spider nearly broke through its cage several times while near Vardenfell, but once he left the Sea of Ghosts, the Centurion stopped working. What happened next? Blah 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 blah. He ordered the ship turned about, and as they approached Vardenfell again, the Centurion began moving just as suddenly. So this is a curious phenomena, which means that dwarven stuff from Vardenfell, this island, if you leave the island too far, they stop working, because they're all still powered by something beneath Red Mountain. Oh, I didn't see these chests actually. Good thing I took another look around. Let's use telekinesis to get through this one. Dwemer Cuirass and an Armorer Hammer. A Dwemer Door Key, and we'll use some Deuce. Oh! Nice eye. And on Deucey on this one to open it. Another Cuirass. This is actually too heavy for us right now. Let's see if we can... Did I have something that fortified my strength? Yes, I do. There we are. So I can now carry 325. That's nice. Did you find Arnes Vendu? Yes, I did. I feared that he might be dead. This is terrible news. Did you find the activation report? You found the report. Deliver it to Edwina Elbert in Eldrune. I will continue my work here. Now there's a lower level to open. Perhaps we can make more discoveries here. In honor of our deceased colleague, Arnes Vendu. Very well. I'll recall then.
How are you?
And my plan was to just leave Journeyman's hammers around this guy. because this is usually where I always end up, so I'd like to be able to repair when I'm around here. So we're gonna stack a lot of armorer's hammers here. Now, I'm gonna do some selling while you listen to some jazz. Alrighty then. Onwards to Old Rune. And as usual, when we pass by, you get to listen to some jazz. There we are. And hello, Dwemer. Did you get the excavation? Yes, here it is. Thank you. This report will be helpful, I'm sure. Now, I'm guessing that we'll save the next quest for next time. We've barely started to level, so we're not going to do anything else than just read the quest and head on out.
Well, I find
that's for
myself
next
in
time.
pleasant company. Please share your thoughts.
Yes, Dwemer, you are in pleasant company. Alright then, catch you guys then. Bye bye.